Whoa. Hey guys. What? Get back to work. You serious? It's beautiful out. I know, I've been slacking. Alright, it's beautiful weather lately, guys. We've been some great footage. But, yeah, you guys are right. I'll get back to work. 5 more minutes. How about that? We'll make a deal. 5 more minutes. And we'll get changed. We'll head out. Start working on the E320 there. AKA Project Winter Beast, if you guys have been following the channel. We've had a few videos up. There's definitely a lot more to come. And there's some special news coming out as well for the E320. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned. And we'll catch you in a bit. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another episode here at Full Throttle. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you kind of liked the start to the channel there. You can see from the thumbnail as well as the title by now, we're looking at how to restore your faded headlights. So this is a very common problem on many different vehicles, but especially the Mercedes in the year 2000s, late 90s, with the plastic housing. Once they switched over to the plastic headlight housings, they had a lot of problems with the UV, the sunlight causing the sun to fade it and cause a lot of problems with that. So that's why you guys are here today. I'm assuming you guys are having a very similar issue as I'm having on the E320. And I've done this previously. It lasted about 3 years, so it's definitely much better than most of those polishing or like a lot of people offer buffing for headlights, but they seem to only last about 6 months to a year if you're lucky. Sometimes it's not even that long. So I'm going to show you the products you're going to need today. Very easy, very simple, and about 3 simple steps. You're going to have your headlights looking like they're brand new at a very minimal cost as well. I'll link all the products used as always in the description below, and you guys can purchase those products yourself for the same ones that I'm using or very similar ones. Really, it's all very universal products that I'm going to be using. So nothing too crazy there, guys. So very excited to get this done. We have some news on the E320. Actually, I'm kind of bittersweet news. I won't dive into it in this episode, but be sure to stay tuned and make sure you catch that episode on hashtag Project Winter Beast. And like I said, some bittersweet news is coming regarding this. So enough talking, let's dive in. I'll show you the products and let's get started. Alright guys, and these are the products you're going to have to use to get your very same results at home. So definitely some options here. My recommendation is to at least have your 400, 800, 1000, 1500 grit available. Depending on the severity of your headlights, you'll have to use different grades. So now I do have some old clear coat from about 3 years ago when I did this process, and so I want to make sure I have no hard edges or anything like that. So I'm going to start off with 400 grit, and most likely, depending on how it sands out, I will move up and use 1000 before I clear it. But again, it's definitely some options there, but I do recommend to have at least these. And your 1500 and 2000 is really only there if you're going to wet sand after you clear coat the headlights. That way you can get rid of any orange peel. That's an optional step. We'll cover that later in the video. The other product you're going to need is, of course, some spray paint. So you need a good clear coat that's good for plastics and has a high UV protection. So I've had good luck. Like I said, I've previously done this about 3 years ago on this E-Class, and I've had, well, it lasted for about 3 years, so definitely no complaints there. I do highly recommend it. This is a Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Clear, definitely gloss clear, and like I said, it does have the UV protection and is for plastic, so it's very important. I do apologize if there's any road noise. I am currently on the street, as you can see the sidewalk here. So this just shows you guys you can do this at home. You don't need a garage. You can do this yourself on a driveway, parking lot. Definitely be aware of other vehicles. If you are painting outside, any overspray can travel with any wind. It's very calm here tonight, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But keep that in mind if you are painting outside. Now, otherwise, we do need some rubbing alcohol, as I do highly recommend, or some paint prep. Anything like that that's going to clean the surface that you've been sanding and prepare it for any paint. Other than that, guys, you're going to need a rag to use your alcohol or paint prep, and then of course some masking tape and some plastic or a garbage bag can also work just as easily. I picked up this drop cloth for $1.50, so it's very versatile. Spread that out around the headlight, and I'm going to show you these steps as we come up here in the video. So we're going to show you the headlights here now. And like I said, I did this about 3 years ago. This is really not even that bad, but there is a slight yellow tint. I don't know how well the camera is going to pick that up. And that headlight's actually better than this one. You can see I have some peeling, some really yellowing of the clear coat kind of coming off. I don't think I did as many coats on this one as I did on the other side, and of course the inner headlights as well. By all means, these were extremely bad. I'll try to pull up some pictures of the very first time that I did it, and these things were yellow. So you can achieve these results, doesn't matter how bad they are, you can get these same results yourself at home. So enough talking, guys. Like I said, I'll get set up here and have the sandpaper soaking in the bucket. We'll start wet sanding out the headlights, and then we can get on to the clear coat. Alright guys, so the trick here, the biggest thing is to keep your sandpaper very wet, as well as the surface you're currently going to be sanding. So in this case, we're trying to restore our headlights, of course, so you definitely want to almost use a spray bottle if you have it, but something that's going to basically keep the headlight and the surface that you're sanding wet. So a lot of times, like I don't have a spray bottle today, I'll just scoop up the water and make sure we always keep the surface wet. So currently I'm going to start off with the P400 wet dry sandpaper. We're going to keep a very even stroke across the entire headlight, kind of keep our strokes at a 45 even strokes. Then I'm starting with the P400 wet dry. Another thing to keep in mind, if you're doing this on your vehicle, as you guys know, this is Raptor liner. I do have a new video coming out that's going to cover the process that I did Raptor lining this about 2 years ago, I do believe it was. But if you do have regular paint, you do want to make sure you mask off any of the paint on the bumper, the fender, or the hood, because even if you just touch it with sandpaper, you're going to put in scratches into the paint, and you do not want that. Here, I'm not too concerned. Like I said, this is Raptor liner. This is very tough stuff. You use it in truck beds. It can take a beating, so I'm not afraid of 400 grit sandpaper doing any damage. Now we're going to move on to the P800 wet dry sandpaper. Again, guys, you're going to use the exact same method. Basically just do a once over the headlight. I like to do 45-degree angle swipes, but you want to make sure you hit all coverage of the headlight housing or lens. This is the final step before we're going to do our clean, and then we're going to apply our clear coat. Alright guys, we have the passenger side headlight all finished up here. We have it all sanded out. As you can see, there's a major difference. I'm hoping the camera picks this up. But we have a major difference. No more yellow on the headlight. I know it's still kind of foggy and hazy, but that's going to be resolved once we apply the clear coat. So we're going to move over to the driver's headlight. Hopefully that's picking up on the camera. Very yellow. Said already you can see a major difference between the two. So we're going to do the exact same steps. I won't bore you too much on this side. Exact same steps, sand out the headlights, and then we're going to start cleaning them and prepping them for the clear coat. So let's get started. So that's the final wipe down with the rubbing alcohol. We're now ready to start applying our clear coat. So you want to make sure the can is not cold. Make sure you always give it a good shake, and then of course follow the instructions that are on the manufacturer of the spray paint can. Like I said, we're going to apply about 3 coats. You always want to do a light tack coat on the surface and then 2 medium coats. And of course, anytime you're spraying any sort of paint, be sure to wear the proper PPE. You should have either a respirator on, or make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. So always keep that in mind. Alright guys, so that's the very first tack coat And as you can see already, we have it starting to clear up. Now it is going to have some orange peel. Now that's why I have an optional step at the end. Once you're fully done applying all coats and the clear coat does cure, you have the option to go back with 1500 and 2000 grit, wet sand out the headlight. At that point, it's going to remove any of that orange peel, have a very smooth finish, and then at that point you can polish it and apply a good, very good UV protectant wax. Just the same type of wax that you would use on the automotive paint. So that way it will also add an additional barrier of protection to keep the headlights looking clear for a very long time. Alright guys, this is going to be the second coat. First coat was the tack coat. Now we're going to do a light to medium coat as the second coat. Alright guys, we're moving on to the third coat. So far we have our first coat as the tack coat and then a light to medium coat for the second. We're going to move on to the third coat. We're going to apply a medium coat. You don't want to go too heavy, otherwise with the clear coat you can receive a haze that will eventually Alright guys, we're here the next day. It got too late there on us last night. Like I said in the video, the sun was going down. It got too dark for any good footage. So as you can see, both headlights are completely finished and restored. Alright guys, as you can see, it is absolutely perfect. Now another additional step you have, as I mentioned previously, is you can wet sand out the headlights. So use 1500 or 2000 grit if you have excessive orange peel. These headlights are actually very well. That's the trick. If you go light on the coats, medium coats, you don't go too heavy, you'll have a reduced amount of orange peel and you won't have to sand them out. But if you want them absolutely perfect, you can take, like I said, 1500, 2000 grit wet sandpaper and sand them out, and then apply a polish and a heavy wax, good UV protectant wax, to make them last a long time. So even now, I'm not going to wet sand them out. I think they'll look absolutely perfect, but I am going to apply a good coat of wax. That way it'll help protect the clear coat even longer. So anytime you wax your vehicle, it's a good idea to wax the headlights. Again, it'll give you that additional protection. We got an excellent result out of both headlights. Like I said, you guys can do these, follow these simple steps at home yourself to achieve these results. They are absolutely perfect. So not only does the car look better, like I said, but we have also a higher light output. So it's going to be safer driving at night as well. So I'll always leave the links in the description below of the products that I used in this episode. Be sure to leave your thoughts and comments down below as well. I love hearing from you guys. And until next time, you guys know what to do. Keep red full throttle.